9:04 p.m. following an approximately 28-hour journey.
Houston, on the Big Loop, MCS configured, proceeding with hook driving.
There we're here. Good confirmation that what we were waiting for there and holding the docking sequence has been, we've gotten through that, and now we are going to begin that hard capture sequence, and that's what you were talking about on driving the series of 12 hooks, 6 at a time, to form that hard capture. And again, we expect that process to take about 15 minutes, but it really is great to see the Dragon Endurance back on the space station. Its 4th trip to space. This particular capsule has launched 3 Crew 5 and Crew 7 missions, and of course returned those astronauts safely to Earth, and now it's doing it again for the 4th time for the Crew 10.
And it's the 10th and then from there we will have confirmation. Initial docking about 10 minutes ago at 9:04 p.m. Pacific, and typically it takes about 15 minutes to have hard capture complete, so we should be approaching that milestone here shortly.
And as all of that is happening and those umbilicals are being connected, hard capture complete.
And then we heard confirmation that we do have hard capture, so all 12 hooks have finished driving, and then from there the umbilicals will start to deploy, and that again brings that hardline data and power from the International Space Station to Dragon, and then the pressurization of the vestibule will begin, and again NASA astronaut Butch Wilmore on the International Space Station side is on top to be to help with those hatch opening operations today. Again, we are expecting hatch opening about an hour and a half or so after or from now, and then from there will be a welcoming combined with a farewell remarks of Crew 10, since that handover is pretty short, and then from there they will adjust to station life. There will be a safety briefing, and then they'll get right into it as Expedition 72 members for the next month before they become Expedition 73.
And you can see that's Sunny Williams there in front of the hatch on the International Space Station side. So we did hear confirmation of hard capture is complete. The docking sequence still proceeding though with Dragon. You mentioned those umbilicals that are now being driven between the vehicles to establish good power and data connections between the International Space Station and Dragon. Now we've talked a little bit about what the folks on the ISS side are doing here, getting those hatches ready, and inside Dragon they're continuing to monitor the docking sequence as it progresses, and then they'll also be able to get out of their suits as well that they have been in for the last couple of hours as Dragon has approached the International Space Station.
So as Dragon crew gets out of their suits, of course, as we mentioned previously, NASA's astronaut Butch Wilmore is going to start those hatch opening operations. And there on your screen, you are seeing NASA astronaut Nick Hague as well as Roscosmos cosmonaut Ovchinin as they stand by to greet the Crew 10 members and welcome them as part of the International Space Station crew. Again, they are going to get that pressurization process underway here shortly, and they will pressurize that area known as the vestibule, which is the area between the Dragon hatch and the station hatch that was previously exposed to the vacuum of space. And then once that happens, they will conduct a series of leak checks. And there on your screen, you just saw NASA astronaut Sunny Williams actually floating right in front of that hatch that will be open in just a little bit.
Dragon, SpaceX on the big loop. Docking sequence complete. Ground will be enabling hardline power and comm connections shortly. You are go to dock suits per procedure 4.012. Crew 10, welcome aboard the International Space Station.
SpaceX Houston and ISS, this is Dragon Mission Specialist Takuya Onishi on the big loop. We copy the docking sequence is complete. We go for formation 012 docking suits. And on behalf of the entire crew, I would like to thank all the partners, especially our SpaceX friends who trained us and enabled us to safely arrive at the International Space Station. It was so amazing to see the ISS shining in the darkness of space and symbolizing human beings, technology, and international cooperation. And it's such a great honor for us to